Hi, I'm Tim from My Engineering. In this video, I'm going to talk about something we call strongbacking, what it is and why it's important. Let's start with what it is. Strongbacking is a structural restraint that is essential for preventing pipes from separating when cracking or thinning occurs. It's also used for stabilizing enclosures to keep them from moving, keeping flanges secured under pressure, and supporting the weight of enclosures during repair operations. The main types of strongbacking we use include friction rings, which grip onto the pipe, strongback bars, which are placed over or around objects, and C-clamps, which are typically used for flanges. So why should you care about strongbacking? First and foremost, it's all about safety. Let's look at a couple of real incidents that could have been prevented with proper strongbacking. The health and safety executive in the UK reported a case where a leak sealing clamp was installed on a pipe. The clamp sealed the leak, but the pipe underneath had become too thin to handle normal loads. Without any structural restraint, the pipe failed catastrophically, which sent the pipe and its contents flying out of the clamp. The root cause of this issue was that no proper assessment of how thin the pipe had become was performed, no consideration of the forces acting on the pipe were considered, and no structural restraint was installed to prevent the pipe from ejecting out of the ends of the clamp. Another case involved a large blind flange being injected with sealant because of a gasket leak. The technicians used a method called a wire and peen. This is where technicians wrap wire around the flange gap to form a barrier. They then peen over the remaining openings, and then they inject sealant into the flange gap. So with this particular incident, they did their wire and peen, but each time they injected sealant under pressure, the flange gap opened slightly and the flange would leak. They peened it again, injected again, and the gap kept opening. They didn't realize the studs holding the flange were stretching with each pressure cycle. Eventually, the studs stretched to the point of failure and the blind flange exploded off. This killed multiple people. With proper structural restraints, this procedure could have been performed safely. Strongbacks are all about safety. You likely have heard of the hierarchy of safety controls. At the top is hazard elimination, followed by substitution, then engineering controls, procedural controls, and finally PPE. Strongbacking is an engineering control. In leak repair, elimination and substitution are often not possible, which means engineering controls carry the most weight in protecting people. It's the responsibility of engineers, both on-site and at the contract level, to ensure the right controls are in place to keep everyone safe. You might think it's a no-brainer to use strongbacks on every job, but every client cares about saving time and reducing cost, both of which are important factors. The reality is that strongbacks are often the most complicated and costly part of leak repair. But even though they can be complex and expensive, that should never outweigh the safety of workers and the integrity of the facility. Our approach is to start every leak repair project by assuming strongbacks are required. And then we work through a process to determine if their need can be eliminated. We only eliminate them from the design if the proper safety requirements are met. That way, strongbacking is never overlooked. Thanks for listening and stay safe out there.